Welcome back everyone to Pontos, Fathom, Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 4 of Cthulhu Wars, and we are on Round 4. We're also playing with the Azathoth expansion on the board. We're calling this episode Where Sterile Twilight Reigns. We've got all 4 factions and Azathoth on the board. We'll do a quick recap of Round 3 and then jump right into the action of Round 4. Before we do so, quick shout out from our sponsor. As you guys know, the channel is not monetized, so if you could kindly go check out our bookstore. We're playing the Azathoth expansion to celebrate the release finally of Book 3 of the Disclosure from Necronomicon fragment, The Alchemy of Azathoth. This is wrapping up the trilogy that began with Necromancy of Nyarlathotep and the Hermeticism of Hastur. This 3-volume set, the books are standalone, so you can pick them all up or pick one that is most interesting to you. Go check out the bookstore link below. You can also join our Patreon. We've got some of our content available to patrons for as little as $1, so you can read Genealogy of Cthulhu there, and also look at other behind-the-scenes information, the upcoming mods that we're working on, paint through schedules for Song of Ice and Fire and Joan of Arc. We'll be playing the Apocalypse campaign. And lastly, as usual, liking and subscribing helps us here on YouTube, Rumble, or Odyssey, as do your comments. Like to see the comments, and I'm trying to get this to a live stream. So thank you guys for your support. Let's jump into recap and then jump into turn 4. So first off, we had round 3. I went ahead and got everybody involved with one of the neutral faction elder gods. So we've got dimensional shamblers with Black Goat. We've got star vampires with Cthulhu. We've got the elder things with Hastur. And Nyarlathotep summoned the servitor of the outer gods and cursed the Black Goat with them. So they've got to now cycle through these pool of monsters to get them summoned. I believe I was reading that you can use the one of our gates here that was called the blood sacrifice. No, necrophagy, no. Let me just double check. I was looking in the Azathoth rulebook, and it says for the servitors, it says if Black Goat's fertility cult ability. Oh, it says fertility cult ability. When you summon monsters, you can summon multiple monsters for one or more types from one or more gates. You may also recruit a single cultist per recruit action. So I think Black Goat will try to do that, get those on the board. Also use our dimensional shamblers as a result of that action. So let's jump into round 4. Top of the lineup now is going to be Nyarlathotep and Black Goat. So let's just start with Black Goat here. Black Goat will go ahead and do that using the fertility cult. Will spawn, in addition to Dark Young for 3, we'll also spawn our servitors of the outer gods. So let's just have these on multiple areas, and we'll have our Dark Young spawn here in the Indian Ocean. So we've got those servitors out there. We also get to place a dimensional shambler. It says when summoned after any action by any player, place one or more dimensional shamblers from a faction in any area. They remain there until killed or otherwise. And what do? They have a cost of 2 and they have combat of 2. So let's go ahead and place a dimensional shambler here. And that'll be a cost of 2. That's after a reaction. So and we have to recruit some more cultists as a result. Okay, let's move on to Crawling. It's actually pretty good for that. Unfortunately, we do get those -1s for all those servitors. So we we will cost them down as well. So that brings us pretty low on the power chart, but that's no problem. Crawling Chaos, we will go ahead and look at Awakening Nyarlathotep. It says you must have a controlled gate, pay 10 power. Yes, let's have Nyarlathotep will rise in North Asia. So he'll come up here in North Asia. We will put us down to 4, and we get to awaken Nyarlathotep. So if he's in play, roll 1 die 6 for the 1,000 forms, and we'll put that down here. And return our spells, and now we'll move on to Hastur. So Hastur, we have to do Awaken Hastur. As a result of your action, select another player who gains 3 Doom points, or awaken the king in yellow. Let me just take this card for a second so I can read in detail. Reaching across here. So, awaken king in yellow. You must have a unit in an area lacking a gate. So I need a unit in an area lacking a gate, and I need to pay 4 power. So yeah, so I will go ahead and prep for that then. So let's go ahead and get one of our cultists. We'll do a move here. We just have these glyph ones right now, so we'll put these back. Put this back as well. We're going to do a movement here. And we will move 1 and 1 like that. So we do have a cultist not in a gate, and we'll have to do that in the next round. And then we go up to Great Cthulhu next. He's got the star vampires now. They cost 2. Okay, so let's just recognize that too for the star vampire. Great Cthulhu has kill or devour 2 enemies in the doom phase. When you have achieved 5 other spell books on this card, receive this spell. Also receive an elder sign. So I have to kill or devour 2 units in a battle. So let's go ahead and let's just move Cthulhu up 1 to here. And let's see if we can bring him into this area. We'll also move this character here, and we'll prepare to attack here. So that'll be the moves for Great Cthulhu. Let's go ahead back to the top of the lineup with the Black Goat. Black Goat requires 8 to summon, so we're not quite ready to do that yet. 8 areas. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and summon another fungi, and I think we can do a number of these. Let's also, can we do something with these ghouls? So we've got 2 ghoul pieces here. I'm just pulling them out of the board. We can summon ghouls. Cost of 1. The 1,000 young, we don't have to cost anything, so we'll summon the ghouls here and here. We'll also summon a fungi from Yugoth for 2. And we'll place this one at this gate here. Back to Crawling Chaos. Capture an enemy cultist. We capture an enemy cultist by doing, how do we capture an enemy cultist? So capture cultist. Capture cultist action is a means of removing cultists from the map and sacrificing the Great Old One. we're just moving Nyarlathotep down and capture this cultist. So we've got an enemy cultist captured, and that's going to give us our last card. And we will for every a night gaunt we remove from the battle, we can also, an enemy must eliminate a monster, so we can pair up that way. Okay. So that will be that. We will go ahead and go back around to Hastur. We will awaken the king in yellow. We've got a cultist in a non-gate area. So king in yellow awakens for 4. So we'll move this down and pick a spell as well. Move the king in yellow to an adjacent area. Any undead in the same area can move with him for free. So we will awaken him. We cannot awaken him in our home system, so we can awaken him in another gate. So we'll do that in that northern gate there. Let's awaken him. Maybe we'll awaken him down here. King in yellow. So we've got the king in yellow on the board here. Here's our mini for that. Place him down in this gate. Okay, the king in yellow on the board. And that was going to be for more. Right. Next up is Great Cthulhu. Kill or devour 2 enemy units in a battle. We will move into this space to attack. And we'll do our first combat here. So we've got Cthulhu versus the Cthulhu versus the Dark Young. So what do we have here for our attacks? Do we have any pre-attacks? If a Shoggoth is present, eliminate 1 or more of your monsters or cultists in the battle. Let's move this cultist then here while we're here. Eliminate 1 or more of your cultists in the battle. For each unit removed, add 3 dice to the Shoggoth's combat for that battle. So we remove this cultist, and we will add 3 dice for the Shoggoth. I'll just put these here to remind us and remind us. We will also look at the So we'll go ahead and do the battle. This battle is with Black Goat. Does he have a pre-battle? No. So we will go ahead and do that battle. And just double checking here, I forget the exact rules here for the battle results. Kill is 6, pain is a 4 and a 5. Okay, so we've got Shoggoths also have 2 dice each, and the Cthulhu has 6 dice. Okay. And then the Dark Young, I guess we can roll those separately, right? So let's just double check on that. The Dark Young. So we'll roll this. We'll roll the Cthulhu dice first. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pains, but no hits. So, is there any special ability here? Oh, devour pre-battle. The enemy player eliminates one of his monsters or cultists from the battle. So he will eliminate this servitor of the outer gods. He will eliminate that. So that's removed. So he's gotten one gone. It'll still count as the minus for the attack, though. And then the battle results. All the pained results have to be moved. So unfortunately, they can retreat here. They didn't. They did not have any kills, so we can't gain that victory. But we can gain this gate. So that'll. Now we'll roll for the servitor. The Dark Young gets 2. -1 for, and then the Ghoul. They just get to roll 1 for combat, and they get a 4. So one of the Shoggoths retreats. We'll have him retreat back to the gate, and that's that. So that will be the battle for Cthulhu, and we'll move to the we will move. Let's have our Dark Young move to this space to prepare to attack Cthulhu again in the next round with that last movement. That'll wrap up the movements for Black Goat. And then Crawling Chaos, we will summon a Haunting Horror for 3. That'll wrap up their points. Well, actually, we can do Flying Pull-Up. Instead, Flying Pull-Up for 2. So we'll get these mounted here. That'll wrap up Crawling Chaos. And then Hastur will summon Hastur. For 7. We will move Hastur is summoned now with the King in yellow. And that will end it for him. And then finally, Great Cthulhu will summon Star Spawn for 3. We'll summon these Star Spawn. Oh, these are not Star Spawn. Summoning Star Spawn again here. And that's going to wrap it up for the action. Let's move on to our power phase. So we'll start out with Crawling Chaos. They've got 1, 2, 3 gates, plus only 2 cultists. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. The Crawling Chaos has got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 for Crawling Chaos. Next up is Hastur. They have 1, 2, 3. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. And lastly, we've got Great Cthulhu has gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 13. Okay, so that is going to do it for that phase. We will... Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do our Doom track. So for Crawling Chaos, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. To make it 11. And Azathoth costs 0. We roll a die. 2 plus 2 is 4. We lose 4 power to summon Azathoth in South Asia. All enemy players choose simultaneously to reveal a die face. Each receives power equal to the reveal. So let's just give the other 3, 3, 3, and 3. So they get 3, 3, and 3. And then total the dice and place the Azathoth glyph on the spot on the control attack. Place Azathoth on your gate. The lowest player loses 2 Doom points. So that will be the goat loses 3. 2. Sorry, just uses 2 points. And place the Azathoth glyph on that spot on the Doom track. So 3, 6, 7, 8. Right? 8. Combat equals a position of the Azathoth glyph on the Doom track. Okay, it's 8 on the Doom track. So that's the Azathoth piece is on the Doom track there. That's going to be it for now. And let's just do the Doom tracks for the rest of them. So Hastur has gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we did all those power already. So Doom track is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And Black Goat is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And Cthulhu is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's going to do it for round number 4. We'll see you guys in round number 5. I believe I get this spell. All players have at least one Great Old One in play. So I've got to wait till Black Goat rises for us to play that card. Maybe I'll have him rise in the last round. You must have a controlled gate. 2 cultists on the map. I have 2 cultists on the map. Yeah, so maybe I'll do that next round. Okay, we'll see you guys in round number 5. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.